You, so you're saying a real woman should not be in sports?
No, they're slower, they're weaker, they're emotional. Um, you know, if you want to watch women's sports, watch trans women's sports. Give us a chance. We're
And
faster, we're bigger, we're stronger, we can score more goals.
but that's because you were born as a male.
Yeah, I know.
But shouldn't women? It's okay for women to can play, participate in sports against one another, but they shouldn't be allowed to play against men. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah, I guess they can compete against each other, but when a woman like me joins their league, all of a sudden there's a lot of talk and issues, and that I, am too rough and too physical. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's just make trans leagues if they're going to be weak like that.
I have with me. He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person, and under the name of Willow Kessler. Willow Kessler, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off, it's she. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
It's she. You kept saying him. It's she.
No, I said he came in as a transgender person this time, right?
Yes, but it's she. I'm a woman now.
Were you born a male?
Yes, I was.
And if you were born a male, how is it that you're a woman?
It's gender dysphoria, and
What does
I know
that
that
mean?
technically I'm not a woman, but that's what I identify as.
But why identify as something that you're not? It's not sane to do that.
Uh, because I don't know if you are aware of gender dysphoria, Jesse, but essentially, I do not feel that I belong in my body or my voice. Okay, so to make myself happy, and so I don't jump off this roof, okay, I'm going to identify as a woman.
So knowing that you are a male and pretending that you are a woman, that makes you happy?
Not completely, but it makes me content. It makes me happier.
But why doesn't it make? Why do it if it's not completely making or making you happy completely?
Well,
Get the phone for me. I'm sorry.
What's the alternative? Just for me to, continue on in a charade and just pretend I'm a masculine man and that I don't identify as a woman?
Well, why not? If if faking being a woman is not making you completely happy, why not figure out why you're not completely happy as a man? Because pretending to be a woman is not making you happy either.
Well, first of all, I'm just starting my transition. I've just started the hormone therapy. I don't even have tits yet. So once those things start coming together, my happiness will build and I'll start becoming a complete person where I'm happier and content in who I am.
But you're never going to be happy pretending to be a woman. Just ask Bruce Jenner. He's not happy.
I think he looks pretty happy, to be honest with you.
Oh, no, he doesn't look happy to me.
No?
Uh-uh.
Why would you say he's unhappy?
Look at him. He looked like a monster.
Well, her name's Caitlin now, and she doesn't look like a monster.
Oh, yes, he does.
Legs. She has terrible legs, I'll give you that. Her legs are gross. But I think she's a pretty woman for her age, 72 years old. I'm pretty impressed. You put you in a sundress, Jesse, and you're not going to be strutting around LA looking like hot stuff either, so.
Oh, your fans are sending in something that says, I stand with Willow, pictures. What is that about?
Well, it's because, Jesse, I don't know if you've realized it, but over the last little while, the term gender dysphoria has been kind of thrown to be a slur, like it's not acceptable anymore. And I come from the trans med community, and that means that I believe we have a medical issue. Okay, it's a mental issue. There's something that's not right where I don't identify in the body. I don't think gender is a spectrum. There's male and female, that's it. And I'm tired of all these non-binaries, unicorn, owlkin, coming out here trying to steal my oppression points that we've been working on for decades. So these NBs and the Q+, they can go get their own umbrella. LGBT, that's it. And
So,
that's why they stand for Willow.
so you want the right to be screwed up? Why don't they have the right to be that way?
They can be, but don't call themselves trans. A trans person is someone with dysphoria, not somebody that got a buzz cut and dyed it purple and now all of a sudden they're genderqueer. It doesn't work like that.
But what, don't they have a right to degrade themselves just as you're doing for yourself
Yes,
or to
they do.
yourself?
Yes, they do. But they
So
do not
why do
have the
you
right,
why are you mad at them for having the right to be screwed up?
because they are hijacking the trans movement. They are
Amazing.
not trans. They're not transitioning to nothing.
So
They're going from a male to whatever they want. That's not how it works. That's not dysphoria.
so define NBs for me. What does that mean exactly?
NB is the acronym for non-binary, and that's what they're called. NBs. That's what they're called in the community.
Right.
And they are the ones that, if you say gender dysphoria, they will get offended. They will attack you. They will send death threats. They are the ones out on the streets with the signs yelling at everybody. It's not us, okay? I just want to blend in as a woman. That's all I want to do. I do a pretty good job of it.
No, you don't look like a woman at all.
Besides my chin, if I hide my chin, yes, I do.
You gotta
Yes, I
do.
do, Jesse.
You gotta do more than that.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, I can. Stevie Wonder can see that you're not a woman.
Well, I've sold hundreds of dollars of feet photos to men who thought I was a woman. So
You said that there should be any cis women in sports, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You said there shouldn't be any cis women in sports.
Oh, yes, cis women in sports.
What's a cis woman?
A cis woman is a woman that was born as a woman. She's biologically a woman. It's just.
So I don't
Listen.
understand. You guys like you. So you're saying a real woman should not be in sports?
No, they're slower, they're weaker, they're emotional. You know, if you want to watch women's sports, watch trans women's sports. Give us a chance. We're
And
faster, we're bigger, we're stronger, we can score more goals.
but that's because you were born as a male.
Yeah, I know.
But shouldn't women? It's okay for women to play, participate in sports against one another, but they shouldn't be allowed to play against men. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess they can compete against each other, but when a woman like me joins their league, all of a sudden there's a lot of talk and issues, and that I, am too rough and too physical. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's just make trans leagues. If they're going to be weak like that.
But who would want to watch a bunch of drag queens playing sports?
Well, I'm not a drag queen. I'm a trans woman. There's a big difference, Jesse.
But you are a man in a dress, so you're a drag queen. You can call it whatever you want. But in reality, it's a drag queen, right?
No, a drag queen is like an adult entertainer, Jesse. I'm not an adult entertainer, okay? I don't go to clubs and do shows and dance.
Oh.
I'm a proper lady. I'm just an average woman. What is funny?
Oh, God.
What are you laughing at, Jesse?
I'm laughing at you. It's just funny. You just reminded me of something. There are a lot of drag queens, not a lot, but there are drag queens going to libraries, reading so-called stories to children. Should a drag queen be allowed to read a story to children at a library?
I'm going to say no on that.
And why?
This is a touchy subject in the community. And I feel that drag queens are very sexualized people. Show me a drag queen that doesn't sell sex in some way. Why would you want people who sell sex to be influencing children? Children should not be sexualized at all. Children should be children. That's it.
I agree. Why do you think, because drag queens are like really low-life people, why do you think parents and the heads of these libraries allow drag queens to talk to children? Why are they allowing that at all?
I think it's progressive points. And that's what I'm talking about, that the LGBT community has been hijacked by these extremist progressives. And we have been silenced in the background while these loud little dipshits with buzz cuts scream in your faces. And so you have, you know, you have places that are giving into this, and they're playing into this progressiveness for these progressive points. That's all it is. They're not actually trying to help us. If they wanted to help the LGBT community, it's a lot they can do besides bring a stripper into a library.
Yeah.